The problem with wanting to record a video without a voiceover and doing my voice in real time is that you get all the outside noises. I can't go inside because I've got obnoxious siblings. But out here, you've got wind, cars, you might be able to hear the goats and the pigs in the background, the birds, you got everything. There's no quiet. So I apologize, but we're gonna have ambience in this video. Hello fellow doodlers, I am finally finished with sketchbook number 10. And it's been a while since I had a sketchbook tour on the channel because I skipped number 9. If you go find my last sketchbook tour, it is number 8. I did not do a sketchbook tour of number 9. I'm pretty sure I still have that sketchbook somewhere around here, but I really wasn't happy with it. I didn't even finish the last few pages. I wasn't gonna record it, and that's fine. I'm not happy with this one either. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like the drawings in here. I don't like how unfinished everything is. I don't like how all the plans I had for it just went down the drain. I don't like how long it took me to finish it. This sketchbook is best described as unfinished. And that is because I am a perfectionist and I want my sketchbook to be that pretty Instagram aesthetic sketchbook, which is not the way I should be thinking. I did a little short of me painting the cover of this, so I don't have a full-length video of me painting the cover, but I do have a little short, and I can link that down in the description below for you if you want to go look at that. Since I didn't have any room to write 10, I wrote 10 sketchbook on the side, and as you can see, covered it up with a bit of paint accidentally, but it is my 10th sketchbook. I like collecting stickers, so here on the back we have a bunch of stickers that I've collected over the months that I've had this. A bunch of these are just from my siblings' sticker books and coloring books and such. This one, on the other hand, is a sticker that my friend Andrew gave my little sister in an attempt to, I don't know, use her for advertising. My sister was 5 years old, by the way. But this is his business sticker. It has his Instagram right here if you want to go look at that. Look, Andrew, I'm marketing you. I'm giving you marketing. Where's my payment? Anyway, let's just get this started. Let's get this over with. So, first page, blank. Why is it blank? Because the first page really gives me anxiety about filling it, and I worry that this first page is going to set the tone for the entire sketchbook. So my plan was to leave it blank and then come back and draw it when I was finished, so I had better skills. In the end, I decided not to because it still gives me anxiety, and I also just want to be done with the sketchbook. First page. This was the start of my aesthetically pleasing sketchbook. These two came in later, but so imagine it without them. That's what the page looked like. This is my character, Isabella. Just a heads up, y'all are going to be seeing a bunch of original characters in this sketchbook. So, this is Isabella Brucey. This is her boyfriend, Xavier. I was playing around. I finally learned how to draw chibis in this sketchbook. This is kind of when I was starting to learn how to at the beginning. I started watching Mob Psycho. I also wanted to try out some inks that I have not used since 3 years ago, Inktober or so. So this was a mess up with the ink. I tried to use them kind of like watercolors, and that's not how they work. But I am kind of happy with these two drawings. Actually, I'm happy with all of this. I just wish I kind of colored it. I was bored. I didn't know what to sketch. This was during the trying to draw every single day phase, so I didn't know what to draw for this day. And I drew myself dancing while listening to music. I'm not... whatever. This is from a magazine thing that an art college sent me. Kansas Art College, I believe. And this was a drawing that I really liked. And I apologize. I can't really pronounce this name. But I'm pretty sure this painting is by Kenichi. We're just gonna say his first name. His painting. I really liked the painting style, so I cut it out and taped it in here. I went to an arcade with my friend, and there's Minecraft Dungeons in it, and I actually really like the cards. I honestly would probably play this game just to collect all the cards. Oh gosh, okay. I wanted to have a lot more OC lore in this sketchbook, so I planned out a bunch of comic book pages and ideas to show like stuff that the characters went through. Like this is kind of a spoiler here, kind of, you know, a bunch of spoilers for a story that I'm going to be working on for the rest of my life. But this is my character, Ash. This is Fenton. As you can see, he is not finished, but oh well. This is my OC, Vanessa. She is a mermaid that gave up her tail for legs for revenge. So she is a pirate. I wanted to do acrylic painting so that way I could cover up the marker that bled through from the other page. As you can see, unfinished. And that is because I tried to tackle this entire thing. What I should have done was I should have worked on one spot and finished that, and then worked on another one and finished that instead of trying to do it all in one sitting. Because it stressed me out. I love her though, she's awesome. This was me trying to learn how to draw cats. I actually kind of like how I studied the anatomy of their legs, because that did help a bit. And I'm also super happy with this specific cat portrait right there. And these skulls are really cool. More Ash. I was trying out watercolor pencils this time, and I really don't like how streaky it looks, so I want to practice with the medium a little bit more to maybe try to prevent it looking so streaky. Trying out some watercolors. I drew some cats from my little sister's How to Draw Kawaii Cat book. This one's kind of a mess. This is Cole from Ninjago. This is Fenton carrying Ash. This is a character from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I don't remember the name of. I will put his name up. And then this is Ash and Reed. This is the sketchbook that I decided that they were the best of friends and they were chaos. Just absolute chaos when they were together. And I love that idea, and I'm sticking with that idea. And I really like their dynamic. So this one's kind of all over the place. This was when I first got gouache from my best friend Jason Bogus. These are all clip outs from my messy sketchbook, the just sketches that I really liked. And this is a waterfall card of Ash and his life. I messed up. It's my first time making this, so I messed up so it doesn't go all the way back. It stops right here. But oh well, I mean, you can see it. It's kind of him throughout his life. I did place this down here, and that kind of messed it up though, so you have to lift it up. This is my character Felix. No. This is Felix. This is Andreas. This is Anisha, and this is my character William. This is some fan art that I did for a drawing Scaramouche? Scaramoke? I don't know. It's a Genshin Impact character, in case you didn't know. It was raining and thundering and I couldn't go to sleep, so I turned my playlist on shuffle and drew what the songs made me think of. I only listen to songs that make me think of my characters, so obviously I drew a bunch of my characters. I really do like this sketch. I like this page right here though. I really like this page, and I really like how Tess turned out. Fenton's girlfriend. Brianna, I think is the name that we kind of decided on. Here's Vanessa. I was trying to do more of an expression of him kind of like pulling down the skin near his eyes so it looks like he has bags, but oh well. This is Vanessa's male lead, if you would. He is the captain of a guard. You know, some enemies to lovers stuff. I haven't named him, so I've just been calling him Captain this entire time. Oh my gosh, okay. So I love her so much. This is Maria. This was the first character that I really experimented with doing like scars on the face without trying to make it look pretty still. I wanted it to genuinely look like burn scars. So she has a burn scar across her face. She's got short, bright orange hair. She is amazing. I love her so much. And I love her future husband as well, who was Felix, who you saw on the other page, who I've kind of messed with his design a lot more. You probably won't be seeing him again in this book, but in the future, definitely. Got Ash, Ruby, a quote from my story. This is a little comic strip of Eric. Please! I recorded this video over about like 2 recordings. I recorded the first half, but I didn't have enough time to finish it. And then when I recorded the second half, the footage was all blurry and the vocals were messed up. So I had to record it again today. But unfortunately, there is road work going on down the road. So you're gonna hear machines and stuff going on. I apologize for that. But if I don't do it today, then it's not gonna get done, and I'm not gonna get this video out on time. This is my character Isabella and Xavier. Still practicing chibis. I actually like that I discovered bean fingers. This hand is very good in my opinion. This is some fan art of the Stardew Valley character Shane. And this is my little chibi farmer kind of interacting with him. They're showing off their weird chickens. This is my character Felicia. She's a princess that runs away and joins a band of outlaws. Princess, outlaw, princess, outlaw. Some little size doodles for the pinup that I did for Soared by Shark. That's on my socials if you'd like to go see that. This is kind of like, it was like a fun project. This is what I would imagine my guardian angel looks like. I think I named him Colin, actually. Some more clippings from my messy sketchbook. Some chibi practice. These were all from the time that I actually started the chibi practice, and these, on the other hand, I drew more recently. I like these two. These are my favorites, especially this one. I watched Sword in the Stone for the first time in an extremely long time, so I drew Archimedes, because I really liked how they did his expressions. Like, he's an animal, but I think they did his expressions like very, very well. And then, of course, you can't draw Archimedes without drawing some Merlin, too. This is a postcard that I got from John Brown University after I visited them for like a little stay over the night thing, and I taped this in here because despite this being before it happened, I did get accepted, so I taped it in here and doodled myself. I got accepted, I'm so happy. This character just kind of popped up on a whim. I drew, his name is Hadeon. This is Carla, his adopted daughter. I have no idea what came to me for this character. He doesn't really have a lot of story. I just know that he's an undead, like, revenge spirit kind of thing, and she's a little monster orphan girl. And he found her digging in his trash one day. And now they're father and daughter. Oh, and this is Carla's teacher, Esmeralda, who is a vampire and has a crush on Hadeon. This over here is kind of like, he can shift how his, like, kind of flames look, his spirit flame. And the only thing that's remaining of his original body is the top half of his skull, because even the jaw has fallen and is gone. So the only thing remaining of his actual body is his top skull, so you can sometimes see that. Doing some gouache practice with something that I'm super comfortable with, which is plants and flowers and such. These peach blossoms, dandelions. These are when I first sketched my Squishmallow hamster as a human. I like this sketch the most. And this is a little sticky note version of Ash, because after a while there were some blank spaces in here, and I didn't want to draw in my sketchbook. I was very much done with the sketchbook. So instead, I was sketching on sticky notes and sticking the sticky notes over blank spaces. Okay, I started watching Dimension 20, which is a D&D campaign on YouTube, but I fell in love with 2 characters and 2 characters only. Fabian and Riz. The elf and the goblin. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. And their dynamic from like bully to bullied to they are now best friends is just, I love it so much. This is some more concept sketches for Hadeon. I was kind of playing around with his look. And then like his look, like what he looked like before he became dead, an undead spirit. So this one's kind of like if he morphs his spirit fire to look like his old face, and then this is like his body decaying when he first died. This is some doodles of myself that I did while at work. Some more doodles of Carla. And then this is a plasted in picture of Reed. And this is my second attempt at a Ash timeline in a sketchbook. I actually did this in number 9, but I didn't get it finished because I tried to use acrylic in that one, and I don't like acrylics. So I was like, oh, I'll just use watercolors for this one. But I didn't finish it because just like the Vanessa spread, I tried to tackle this all at the same time. And I shouldn't do that. I should have just tackled one bit at a time. And so I got overwhelmed and I didn't finish it. Which is why this page right here is not colored. And this sketch isn't even finished. Mainly because I couldn't get his face right, but... Some sketches of Elliot from Stardew Valley. I love these two sketches right here. I love how they turned out. Again, sticky notes to plaster over empty space. These are both sketches of myself in like different styles. I draw myself in different styles a lot. Leg practice! This is also an unfinished spread where I was going to try to practice drawing like men's clothes. I think I was actually just going to put Elliot in these clothes too. These are some messy sketches of Ash and like scenes from the story. I do actually like this sketch. This one I kept erasing and eventually just didn't finish. This is a tattoo design that Ash and Fenton both have on them. And this is a comic panel of a scene from the story where Fenton meets Ash after a really long time of not seeing each other and a bunch of crap happened. So Ash doesn't recognize Fenton. Mushrooms! Again, I really am trying to get better with gouache, so I was going to pen sketch some mushrooms since mushrooms are pretty easy and fun, and then I was going to gouache paint them. I only got this far, but hey, I did practice, and that's what matters. These are my favorite, by the way. What's on this page? Oh. Empty page, didn't want to sketch in my sketchbook, so I plastered some doodles and drawings from another sketchbook in on here instead. Hands. I did some of these while at work, just like studying my own hand. Some interactions of Ash and Reed because they are adorable and I love them. And then I do have a little short of me sketching this if you want to see that. But this is just me drawing Ash because he's my comfort character. I love these two just as much as I love Marie and Felix. This is Irene, and his name at the moment is Caden, but I'm going to change that because that's actually the name of another one of my characters. But this is like an arranged marriage story, and a duke and a duchess, and I love them. They're so supportive and such a wholesome couple. I love them so much. This is one of those Pinterest-based pictures that I found that I thought was really cute. Basically, it's where you're taking a picture of one person, and then behind, as soon as it's ready to take a picture, they all just pop up out of nowhere. More Elliot. I wish I finished this sketch, because it was actually turning out really well. I don't know why I didn't finish it. Probably because I didn't like this one. So I was just like, okay, I don't want to work on this page anymore. This is pictures of Carla, and I kind of experimented with what she'd look like growing up. I've changed it a bit, at least in my mind, so she doesn't actually look like this when she's older, but, you know, I'm practicing aging and that kind of thing. These are some more sketches of on like receipts that I did at work. Closing shifts are super slow, so I can doodle while we're slow. Read. I have discovered the importance of the space between facial features and such, and this is why that doesn't look like Reed, because his forehead's too big, and his nose needs to be up here. But oh well. And I think I might actually color this one digitally, because it's a very messy sketch, but I like this sketch. And then this was supposed to be Ash and Reed using their powers, but I'm not very good at drawing side profiles, so it came out a little wonky. These are some of my coworkers. Okay, there are 3 couples that I am currently absolutely infatuated with, Marie and Felix, Irene and Caden, and these two. Their designs aren't 100% cemented yet. I was just kind of playing around with this idea. Oh, their names are Raina and Andreas. I actually did a digital version of this sketch where it's from the meme from Puss in Boots, the "You're not gonna shoot him, are you, Jack?" I sketched these characters. These are my Squishmallow and my Slime plushie characters. And then I drew them in their plush form right here. More sketches of Elliot. This one I actually colored. And this is like the second and probably only picture that I'll make to the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom. This is Michael Afton. This is me. And this is another one of my coworkers. He's an older guy that really loves showing off his granddaughter. He's very proud of his granddaughter, and it's so sweet to hear him talk about her. I started watching Skip Beat. This is the main character of Skip Beat, the anime. Another coworker that downs like 5 flipping energy drinks a day. These are pictures of Ash. I was cleaning and the song "To the Bar" by Cooper Allen came on, and that was the first time I'd ever heard that song, and it was awesome, and I just wanted to make a character based off of that song. So there's like this rock cowboy. I love that song so much. I would totally recommend going to listen to it. This is my Florin character from the game Starbound. You can pick aliens and different species to play, and I really liked her design with the mushroom hat. There were some sketches under here that I didn't like, so I just painted it over with black acrylic, and then was like, okay, let's do like a fun little peach tree on it. This is really where I started to be like, okay, I'm done with this sketchbook, I want to move on, I'm not happy with it. These, the first concept design for like a gardener character, who I was just going to draw in a picture. He's not really a character that has story. I was just going to draw him in a picture based off of a Verink what to draw prompt. And this was supposed to be a redraw of another picture. I was going to record it and everything, but I was really struggling and was not motivated, so it didn't get finished. And this is where I really explored the gender-bent versions of Isabella and Xavier. So, let's see. Here you have Xavier's gender-bent version. I kind of experimented around with him a bit. And then you have Isabella's gender-bent version. Which, the only reason I'm disappointed with this gender-bent version is because Isabella wears a lot of really cool clothes that a dude can't wear. So like the only reason that's keeping me from like gender bending these characters permanently, because I like the dynamic that they now have, is the clothes. And then you have the painting that I did of the 2 gender bent characters. I also have a short of this if you want to see that. I didn't want to fail this, so I didn't. Abyss Mages from the game Genshin Impact, which they're obnoxious to fight and they're just an obnoxious enemy. But I wanted to draw them looking like little moths, so like those fluffy moths. So that's what I drew. I drew them cute. And then on these last few pages was really just a bunch of experimentation. There's some oil pastel experimentation, Crayola super tips. These are some swatches for my watercolor pencils. More watercolor pencils. Regular pencils, but I was trying to make skin tones with them. And then these are swatches of my Ohuhu skin tone set. And then that's it. I probably could have continued coloring or like swatched on this page too, but as I've mentioned several times before, I was really done with the sketchbook and I didn't want to finish it. And that's okay. So yeah, this last page is pretty blank, just like the beginning. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. I I actually want to thank you for if you got this far, and I do have a question for you. What do you think a sketchbook should be, or what do you put in your sketchbooks? How do you use your sketchbooks if you have one? And I want to take some inspiration from that, and maybe going forward use those in my other sketchbooks to keep them from getting too hard to complete or too stressful to complete. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a blessed day. I'm gonna have to make a compilation of all the times that I was interrupted in this video, because I was interrupted a lot.